Hello, Leo, and welcome to your forecast for this new moon. Happy new moon. And I know this is usually a time of starting new endeavors and putting energy into the things that you want to see grow. This new moon in Capricorn is a pretty intense new moon. There's going to be a lot of deep work that actually happens because a lot of the planetary placements and conjunctions, but it's ultimately for our highest good. New moons bring in fresh ideas, new energy, but this new moon is digging deep in order to remove the blocks, the belief systems, the held emotions or energies that are keeping these new things from flowing into your life. So doing the work, guys, cutting the cord. I just created a workshop called Ascension through Alignment, and we do mudras, mantras, pranayamas, things to help clear and cleanse the chakras, just so that this ascension process is a lot more empowering than disempowering. Now, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, guys, so please check all three. And if you're unsure what is what, and that's okay, there's a free link down below so you can calculate it. Okay, my beautiful Leos, let's see what this new moon holds for you energetically, what guidance comes in for you. This is going to be felt for well over a week. So just keep that in mind and how to best use this for yourself. So let's just take a deep breath in, ground yourself, and let's get started. Okay, Leos, let's get started. It's my rising, so I always get a little excited. We have the Solutions card, the Page of Cups, the Empress, the Eight of Coins, the Hangman, Seven of Cups, Two of Coins, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. I really like this. So first things first, Leo, what you're kind of learning how to do is to compromise and work with yourself. When you have there's aspects here that are really asking you to grow, not just emotionally, but also in the bigger scheme of things. When you have that Solutions card, the universe is asking you, how can we find logical compromise within ourselves for our own sake of healing, for our own sake of forgiveness and releasing, so that we can move forward. A lot of this new moon is having us dig real deep. So it's not just about this new moon that you're going to have to learn how to work with other people, which you will, but it's about being more patient with yourself. So for instance, the decisions that we make, sometimes we unconsciously make them because we're afraid of being abandoned or rejected. We have trust issues, all those things. But however, that's fear. So universe with this new moon is helping you to bring logic to your emotions so that you can actually make new steps and see things in a different way. We have the Page of Cups with the Empress. Leos, there's going to be a lot more relationships entering your life. Now, can these be romantic? Yes. Can they be friendships? Yes. But they're very important people who are soulmates or soul tribes in some way, people who understand you on an intuitive level, which is great. And there's nothing wrong with old friends, but this new energy is bringing in people who really resonate with you, who really are going to serve a purpose in this next aspect of your life. Now, for some Leos, when you have the Empress, can this be unexpected pregnancies or even expected pregnancies? Absolutely. So for anybody who's planning or looking for that, congratulations ahead of time. This is an opportunity Empress is not just birthing children, it's birthing new realities, birthing new relationships. And you're going to learn with this new moon how to communicate better with the people in your life, especially the close ones. Whether it's a romantic partner or very close friendships or family, you're going to learn how to find middle ground. You're going to learn how to be more open. And then when I say vulnerable, I'm not talking about just expressing our emotions, but communicating our needs and our wants in order to grow. We have the Eight of Coins and the Hangman. You're learning new perspectives, Leo. You're learning how to see things from different angles. You're more open to other people's. It's not that we agree. We're able to not react. We're able to see other people's opinions and viewpoints and stop and say, is there any value to this? Is this perhaps have some truth to it, without feeling defensive, without feeling like, oh, they're just fighting with me, they're not happy with me. No, not personalizing. And it's so you can grow and so that you can approach your relationships, your partnerships in a healthier way, in a more productive way, in a way that allows for growth and healing and forward movement. We have the Seven of Cups and the Two of Coins. This is why, Leo, there are some aspects of yourself, some emotional confusion that you've been holding on to that have just been overwhelming, and it's unnecessary. We might be thinking about our worth. We might be thinking my biological clock is ticking, or I need to be in a relationship. These are just examples. or I need to get this business partnership off the ground. There are some choices that need to be made with this new moon. They do not have to be dramatic. They do not have to be harmful, but they're good choices, because staying in limbo emotionally with one foot in and one foot out is exhausting. It's overwhelming and it's tiring. And more importantly, it's not sustainable. And this is why this new moon is helping to bring in more logic and mental clarity to help you kind of see, you know what? I want this, but I don't need this, or I need this and I need to communicate it. I need to make decisions based on the solutions that I'm coming to within myself. And you're going to be making some very important decisions, but you're going to feel so damn good afterwards. You have the Four of Wands with the Queen of Wands, guys. Four of Wands represents marriage, it represents homes, it represents all the abundance and prosperity for your hard work. You worked really hard here. And I love the Queen of Wands. She's my favorite. Don't look at gender here, but this is about you standing in your confidence. This is you. The Wands are fire signs, Leo. This is you standing in your confidence and your creativity and your power, and you're going for it. I think for a lot of Leos, there's a lot of clarity and kind of decisions around the kind of relationships you want to have. I'm not saying you're wasting time, but it's kind of like having the conversations, being honest with yourself. Maybe you don't want to get married. Maybe you don't want to have kids, or maybe you do, or maybe you're accepting less. But this is something about you taking action to create it. Or an example, you might be telling yourself, oh, I want to wait to buy a home when I get married. Screw it. Go after it and do it yourself. Go start that business. Invest in yourself. Build it and they will come, Leo. But this is a beautiful new moon. I actually don't see too much challenge or opposition here, which is wonderful, but you will have to make some emotions make things complicated, but they're not that complicated. And that's what this is about. If you want to go there, it only makes decisions that you have to walk in that direction, right? But your indecision on what to do, or should I walk? Should I leave? Should I go? Should I move forward? That's what that mental clarity is for. And then you're going to be guided to take action. And let me tell you, Leo, it's going to be a wonderful outcome. Sometimes the idea of things is far more scary than the reality. You're going to be like, oh my God, why didn't I do this before? Have this conversation. Your relationships are going to be deeper. There's going to be movement. There's going to be growth, birthing new realities. And for some of you, children as well. But it's very important for you to make a decision, especially emotional decisions, and not be afraid. You know, like 1 + 1 = 2. You might say, oh, but I'm not sure about, for instance, you might say, I want to get married, but maybe you're dating people who don't want to get committed. Logic would say you don't date those people. You know, that's just logic. But our emotions are like, but I like them. It makes it complicated, but that's not the direction you're going. Your actions have to be in alignment with your intentions, or the universe just gives you more whatever you're doing. But you have this beautiful combination of celebration and passion and independence and excitement, but it's really getting a lot of emotional clarity and following through with action. For some signs, it's just meditation. For some signs, it's in other areas. But for you, Leo, it's following through and creating the emotional stability and clarity within yourself. Okay, and following through with action. This is a beautiful week for you guys. Or more than a week, almost 2 weeks. Let me see if they have any other guidance for you, Leo. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, guys. When you do this, I think if you might have felt stuck emotionally, Leo, it's because of this indecision. The moment you find clarity, you find compromise and middle ground, and you're logical with yourself and you make decisions, your life is going to move in very successful, very fortuitous new directions. You might have been going like 10 miles an hour. You finally do this and boom, out the gate you go. I love the Wheel of Fortune because it's the end of the delays. It's new beginnings and new directions you hadn't expected. And it's very, very fortunate. Leo, I think this new moon is going to be highly blessed for you. So I wish all of us, that's my rising, so much love. Be patient with yourself, but make those decisions, Leo, and follow through with action. Don't be afraid. Go after it. When you have the Queen of Wands, anything you go after, it's going to have success. You must move. Okay. I hope this serves you guys. If you'd like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, a healing session, or if you're interested in my Ascension through Alignment workshop, all the links are down below. Otherwise, guys, I will see you at your next readings.